Hello everyone, welcome to I am Toho Twilight Z, here to save you from whatever it is you need saving from, and right now I need to get West River Loathing running. Hopefully Steam doesn't need to update. But I am the rootinest, tootinest cowpoke in the wild, wild west, and I'm ready to exorcise some demons. Demon cows, demon clowns, whatever it is, I can exorcise it. Alright, so things are going good. Can I get the, oh right, screen capture doesn't like the West of Loathing, which is why we're gonna have to go with game capture instead. Yo, why is it all misshapen like that? No. Transform, fit to screen, shrinky dink. And where is my chat? How big is the chat? Alright. That looks kind of weird. Don't the proportions look kind of weird? That's not how it looks in the picture. And it's not making any music. For some reason, it always turns off the music. And sounds and junk. Alright, 800 by 600. Let's edit transform. 800 by 600. Sweet. Alright, sorry about them technical difficulties, cowpokes. But we're back in the West, here to send some demon cows and demon clowns back to hell where they belong. And also make some skeletons not do skeleton things. Let's get started. Alright, so this was the demon clown camp. Do I have my ticket to the, yeah, I have my circus ticket, so I could go straight to the circus right now. The enemy of your enemy is a mighty fine position to put a knife in your back. Yeah, no kidding. How much money do I got? Not a whole lot. What kind of side quests do we got going on? Deal with the Potemkin gang. They're the ones who built the houses, right? House in the Desert gang. I kind of want to go to the mine. You encounter a bandit who doesn't look very bandit-like due to the lab coat and slide ruler holster. Fortunately, she's also wearing the standard black bandit hat, otherwise you might not have been able to tell. Alright, Buster, this is a stick-up. Hand over the meat. You don't seem to have a gun. How about I just punch you out and leave instead? Ha! I would like to see you try, because I've invented an anti-punching ring, and that would help me test it. Outfoxing. Hand over the meat. An anti-punching ring? How interesting. May I have a look? Are you using a positive matrix force field? Positive matrix? No, it's sigma field derived. Sigma? Oh no, that won't do it all. I mean, it'll soak some kinetic energy, kinetic force, sure, but as soon as things get heavy, that's going to overheat and burn your ring off. Burn your finger off. Oh geez, really? I hadn't thought of that. Back to the drawing board, I guess. She tosses you the ring and turns to leave. Ring of moderate unpunchability. You know, for how much or how little I understood Rufus's books back during the prologue, or the prologue to the prologue, it's funny that I'm able to do all this mumbo jumbo. Have fun with your rocks, Haas. I'll watch the horses. So some of those rocks might be valuable. Well, if you bring them out here and they're on the level, I'll help you carry them back to town. Oh, great, thanks. Oh, cool, a beer barrel cactus. There's a row of lockers here. Must have been used for storing the personal effects of the fellers who used to work at this mine. The first one is labeled Ellsbury WM and doesn't have a lock on it. The label on the second one is covered in some kind of white goo. Why does the text on that one look weird? The third one is labeled Loose, Ben, and has a combination lock on it. There's a combination lock on here, and you don't know the combo. Well darn. Usually it tells me I need safe cracking. Or that sort of thing, but whatever. Open the first lock. The locker contains one of those mining helmets with a lamp on it and a bottle of laudanum. This tincture of opium is widely lauded as a super great thing that's great to use all the time. Don't use opium, kids. Unless you're you have a doctor who can actually prescribe you the shit. According to the tag inside, this hat used to belong to someone named William Ellsbury. I think we met that guy back in the Jewel Saloon. Open the second locker. You open the door to reveal a skeleton covered in the same white goo that was on the outside of the locker. Ah, you get it. The guy must have died after his co-workers played a prank on him, where they stuffed him into his locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I can't believe you dang jerk stuffed me into my locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I died from that, yells the skeleton, confirming both your insight and his vengeful, murderous intent. Slam the locker door. Huh, that worked. Alright, I'm still wearing the ring. I should put on the ring of moderate unpunchability. After I kill this guy. So I don't have using the old beam yet. And I don't have enough action points for the blizzard. So I'm guessing this guy can only punch. So armor would probably be useful. As we're creating more shields. And I've still got the pie full of bullets. Maybe I should take out the spider first. Oh man, he hits really hard. Okay, so his muscle and her muscle. Man, the Bane Golem is stronger than my partner. I need to go kill more demon cows. Come on. Yeah. Now he's re-dead. Well, at least he's not suffering anymore, and his bones are really clean. You got an item. Skeleton bone. You got an item. Skull chips. You got an item. I don't like the way my chair is situated. I suppose I can deal with it later, but I want to deal with it now. Look, good posture is important, boys and girls. Mind-splaining bonus. If I brought Pete, I would have gotten even more meat. But at least I have the Seeking My Fortune bonus. Whoa, just opens onto a 30-foot shaft. Tie rope to the crossbeam. Climb down. This is the spot Curly's toilet notes mentioned. Dig. Weird, there is a compass buried here. It's an exposed meat vein. Mine it. Look at all this meat. Okay. You don't like the spiral one bit. This cart looks like it's only partially real, but the meat is still real. Black fluid oozes from the vein. A scabrous mass sits below it on the floor. Gross. Unrefined meat nugget. So the blood turns into meat. This cart is vibrating. I'm confused. You want to stop looking at the spiral right now. A slit runs the length of the meat vein. Reach inside. It goes in further than you expected. It's warm. Keep going. You're in up to the shoulder where you can and you feel it. A beating heart. Rip it out. That's just creepy. Can you imagine a world where you can just pull meat out of the ground? I mean, I guess birds do that all the time. But oh, there we go. This cart is frighteningly normal. Look through it. Oof. Looks like this guy should have picked better friends. Take the pick. I got another pickaxe. How many pickaxes do I have now? 2. It's good to have multiple pickaxes though, because if you run into a meat eor, then you can mine it for stardust. You can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you shouldn't use this to do either of those things. I like the Moxie better than the damage. You don't like the spiral one bit. Looking at this spiral makes you feel queasy. Oh yeah, what did I get from Curly's compass? Curly Butterfield's compass, but that dude must have always been lost, because this thing points every which way but north. The compass needle is pointing generally northwestish. Time to slide out of here. See, that was a short trip. I can fight more cows here. Someone left a bundle of dynamite on the ground. You approach it cautiously, verifying that it's neither wired to a detonator nor connected to an actively sparking fuse. What an odd, dangerous thing for someone to leave lying around. It's too bad I can't just collect 52 sticks of dynamite. Blood, beans, regeneration, lockpicking. I should probably try and focus on upgrading my lockpicking. I'm already halfway there. Time to grind. She's got really low mysticality. Why can't I click on the, Ah, it's too big. It's getting in the way. I can't click on the spider. Oh, WASD doesn't work for that. It has to be with the, direction pad. $18 spooky damage or 18 hot damage. It doesn't, if it doesn't matter, then I've got resistance to everything. But okay, let's give him a taste of my grinning skull. Ow, that's a lot of poison. Don't I have a poison cure? No. I thought I did, but I don't. I must have used it somewhere. But where? Oh, right, I have a silvered weapon. Let Susie finish it off. Brass bull ring. Susie carves another notch in the stock of her rifle. Cow hate flashes in her eyes. Her resolve intensifies. Susie has become stronger. That's what I wanted. How much XP? I didn't get a whole lot of XP out of that. We're not going to fight anymore. Years of being stuck in the nose of a cow have done nothing for the finish on this thing. Wait, do I even have enough money? I'll just wait out here. I don't feel particularly churchy these days. Gosh, a real-life nun. Yes, I'm Sister Tabitha. I'm Toe of Z. What's with the cots? Well, what with the cow attacks and so on, I felt my faith would be better served by running this place as a clinic rather than just a church. I also sell medical supplies if you'd like your healing to go. Do you need any errands or anything? Funny you should ask. I've been experimenting with the healing properties of purple grass that grows near here, but I've run out. Would you mind picking me some? It grows near a cave that makes an unusual humming sound. You discover a new map location. Humming Cave. No problem. I'll be right back with it. Bottle of laudanum. Welcome back. Were you able to find the humming cave and the purple grass? Not yet, sorry. That's disappointing, but I trust you keep your promise. Geez, you don't have to guilt trip me. So, this is the start of my favorite, you see a wagon broken down by the side of the road. Well, if we're being honest, getting attacked by horrible monsters is probably more likely what happened than a simple mechanical failure. You dismount and investigate. Most of the easy pickings have been predictably already been picked easily. But there's still a safe. Those presumably too heavy for the scavengers to move. Leave it be. As I was saying, the humming cave is the key to one of my favorite. These rocks are weirdly organized. My favorite stories or plots, quest lines, whatever, in this thing. thingy thing in the game. And I like this game. Dang, you hear that? What is that? Sounds like a high-pitched buzzing noise? No idea. Let's not stick around any longer, we got to. That noise will drive me to despair. I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing I can infer it from context. You might be able to push this over. It requires muscle 10. My muscle is at 7. Is there anything I can put on to increase it? Then again, I kind of want the EXP and the rattlesnake hides. That snake isn't going to let you pass without a struggle. A struggle it is. Ah, I'm still wearing the ring. Somebody remind me to take the ring off after the fight is over. An electrified snake. Mysticality? Do you think they use a ranged attack? Maybe throwing up a wall would help. A frightening spider. Oh, they also use mysticality. Alright, let's see what this does. Nope, doesn't block it. I'm not doing too hot this fight. He's not going to do that again, is he? Might have to use some dynamite. Oh hey, I rolled high. Spooky. Oh man, her rifle does a lot more damage now. More than even me, and my gunslinging skills are powered by pie. Snake venom bladder, poisonous target for 5. A lot of people don't know the difference between venomous and poisonous. I'm not going to explain it to you, but this is what makes a snake both. This item is used in combat. Electric snakeskin. Add 7 spell damage. Electric snakes live a rough life. You wrap the snakeskin around your hat, and when you touch the ends together, there's a big spark that fuses the loop closed. Okay, so I can't undo this. It's worth noting. Wow, what is that? What is that thing? What in the world? I really like the look of this hat. All the hats look really fun to wear. I wish there were more electric snakes. This is a good cowboy hat, but I like the stats on this one. That looks cooler. But, well. Oh, wait a minute. Don't I need to give this to the guys in, This looks dangerous. The monolith is dark. Looks like there was a huge cave-in at some point. A weird device. Take it. Strange stone arrow. This is a triangular object made out of a strange stone-like material, shot through with channels of smooth black glass. Shot full of pie holes. The professor's house. The strange stone arrow you just found starts going crazy, beeping and booping, whirling around of its own accord. It practically drags you in the direction of a strange, decrepit-looking house. You discovered a new map location, the professor's house. Check out the house. The beeping machine leads you to a ramshackle house in the middle of the desert. Looks like a regular old house. You sure this is where that gizmo said to go? Maybe it's weirder inside. Green thumb. You're no greenhorn when it comes to foraging. Sorry, I forgot to read those. Excuse me. My name's Toe of Z. What? Oh, I didn't notice you come in. I'm not used to visitors, but folks generally call me the professor. Is there something I can do for you? Well, I found this bleeping gizmo, and I sort of followed the bleeping. Well, I found this bleeping gizmo, and I sort of followed the bleeping, and it led me here. Well, I'll be. It certainly led you to the right place, young man. This is Vibrato technology, and I happen to be an expert, as much an expert as anyone alive today. What now? Vibrato. They were an ancient race that lived here long before humans. Well, they mostly lived underground, so they might still be living as far as I know. Never seen a peep of an actual person, though, just the machines they left behind. Were they space aliens? Could be aliens, or genius prehumans, or an entirely different terrestrial evolutionary line. At this stage of investigation, it's impossible to say. Isn't it exciting? Here, let me have a closer look at your bleeping gizmo. Give him the device. Aha! As I suspected, this is one of their transponders. It detects other Vibrato technology and helps it. You see. That'll be why it led you here. I've got a thing I've been trying to repair. He tinkers around with the transponder for a bit and then plugs a strange stone marble into a socket on it. There you go, good as new. Just swipe up or down to turn it on or off. Swipe? The professor says that this device calls out to other Vibrato machinery. Spooky action at a distance. You don't trust it. Swipe? Now, I gotta warn you, this device will lead you to abandoned Vibrato technology, but it might also attract unwanted attention. From what? From the Vibrato technology. You'll see what I mean. Just be careful. Okay. You know, now that I think about it, you've arrived at a perfect time. In order to get anywhere further with my research, I need more samples of Vibrato technology, but searching for it eats up all the time I could be using to research it. Aha, I get you. Right, you're the adventurer type, so bring me back whatever devices you've found, and if I can get them up and running, that'll benefit both of us. All right, deal. Great. First priority will be to get my Keystone fabricator running. They lock their doors and things with these little stone alloy blocks, see? So if we can make our own, that'll open a lot of doors for us, literally and figuratively. Alright, what do we need? The components aren't rare, at least as far as priceless ancient technology goes. Bring me, about 5 handfuls of scrap. I should be able to salvage the last parts I need from that batch. Roger that. Good to see you, Wagon. Have you got those 5 piles of scrap yet? Not yet. Well, that's got to be our first priority. We won't get much farther without it. Leave the professor alone. I need to step away for a second to to blow my nose, otherwise I'm going to keep yawning. Just a second. Alright, I'm back. Alrighty. What do you think of this guy, Susie? I think a fella that spends too much time on his own starts to get funny ideas. You think he's nuts? Well, I would, but on the other hand, that bleeping gizmo you found that led us here lends a fair bit of credence to his story. Yeah. This is the professor's keystone fabricator. He's waiting on some parts to finish it. Hint, hint. This dresser contains 10 instances of the exact same shirt and 20 identical socks. So he does his laundry every 10 days? These books are all about concepts too advanced for you to even recognize. This guy doesn't look like he sleeps very much. Yeah. A map annotated with circles and lines. These books are so boring, it's a wonder the shelf isn't full of holes. It's a pun on the word boring. This appears to be an extremely powerful magnifying mirror, basically an inside-out microscope. Check yourself out. The microscopic mites that live in your eyelashes seem to be getting along just fine. A broken toilet. The professor's toilet isn't in very good repair. Flush it. Yay! You gain 1 XP. So what do you think of this about this Vibrato stuff? Man, I think I already got enough on my plate with demon cows. Now we got some kind of aliens? Maybe they're related. Can't put my finger on it, but I don't think so. Guess we just live in a crazy kind of world. I can still hear the toilet. Let's go check out the silver plater to get my pistol plated. Your Vibrato bleeps, and you follow the signal because of course you do. Why wouldn't you? One reason why you might not is that it led you to a hulking robot that could easily pound you into scrap. Heh. I don't know about easily. Man, these things are strong. And I keep forgetting to take the spider ring off. Why isn't anyone reminding me? So this thing has high mysticality. So magic don't work on it. Do you think it uses magic to attack? That would suck. A venomous spider. Don't like venom. Alright. Assuming it punches me. It said it would pound me into scrap. So I'm assuming... Ooh, my magic is really good against this thing. You know, when I said I was going to be exercising with beam power, I wasn't thinking I'd be exercising robots. It does use magic. Okay. But it's still weak to my magic, so who cares? Even robot... I guess even a robot feels fear. If spooky damage works on it. Congratulations, you successfully destroyed a priceless ancient relic of a bygone and forgotten age. These are a bunch of little broken pieces of Vibrato machinery. The professor would be interested in them, I bet. Hooray! I'm so proud of myself. What are my options? Plate your hat. Maybe something else. I could plate your pistol. It'll do more damage. Or even more against creatures that are vulnerable to silver. I think I heard about this guy. Some of the neighbors used to talk about getting silver-plated barbed wire made to keep cows away. Would that work? Dunno. Getting hold of that much silver ain't trivial. Hmm. Oh, right. I need to take the purple grass back to this lady. I already had that encounter. Welcome back. Were you able to find the humming cave in the purple grass? Yep, here you go. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Blessing upon you. So the laudanum is a way to turn money into EXP, because you can get EXP by giving it to Ellsbury. I might as well buy the 2 pieces she got, or I only have enough for 1. Oh, but I can sell her some, oh, that's good though. Do I have enough? Yeah, I have room in my liver. Is a word I never thought I'd say. A phrase I never thought I'd say. Mug of Cactus Beer increases maximum HP. But let's deal some more melee damage. Blossoming Rage. More pistol damage, more melee attack damage, more HP, more HP. Muscles. Any food worth eating? Increases mysticality. That's kind of important. I need that to do spell shit. Come to think of it, the spell attack damage isn't as good as having straight up mysticality. Well, what's his name? The hippie is gonna really like having a hat that does zappiness. Oh, and I can put the ring on. I like it. I don't like the ring, so I'm putting a different ring on it. Why am I resistant to all those things? Oh, it's because my third eye is open, right? Uncanny presence. And then I get extra sense resistance from the sweet smelling flowers, but though I don't think I need it. So I might as well be carrying around the infinite can of beans instead. Silver plated, silver plated. Smoking chrysanthemum does more spell damage. Can always use more spell damage. And I'm still not wearing pants. A situation which I greatly need to rectify. Though if I recall correctly, the best candidates I can get right now, unless I save the guy in the tannery, then I can buy some pants from him. And then I can save Hot Dog and get some meat-stained pants. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Oh, but I was selling stuff. Don't need coffee. The poison might come in handy. Just sell it. And I can't remember which of these I need to make skeletons out of once I get my necromancy up enough. Plus, I know a girl in the hippie camp who will want these. I should hold on to the mug of cactus beer because that's pretty good. I don't think I'm ever going to use my clown knife. I'm not in the mood to collect a whole bunch of stuff except for the hats because the hats look cool. But once I get a better weapon, then I don't need the weapon I've got. Oh, they're taken by force from one of the lesser of the region's demonic cows. But I'm not a cow puncher, so I can't make use of it. Look at me with my hands in the air because I'm doing the stupid walking. Alright, do I have room in my stomach for the roasted cow tongue? Can of oil. Is this a lubricant or a lubricant? Both in a sense, because it is a can of lubricant. I'm using that. I need that. The stock certificate, still not worth super much. I feel like I remember that the value goes up. But maybe I'm remembering wrong. I'm using the fancy knife right now. A handful of nails is more valuable when I have a hammer. Oh yeah, does Buttonwillow have any tools for me? Okay, I do want to hang on to this one just because I like it. It's got sentimental value. Teeth are good. Dusty turnip is good. Barely enchanted hat. I don't think I'm ever going to use that. I just said I wasn't going to get rid of any hats, but I might put it back on later. But hello. Weird. Sounds like soldiers marching in there, but no voices. Huh, yeah, you expect to hear a hub 2, 3, 4 at least. Maybe it's that guy's day off, or maybe he lost his voice from shouting too much. Maybe he got his voice shut off in the war. Good gravy. When do you ever see a thing like this? Never. Would you reckon we should do something about him? It's worth looking around at least. So, I don't know if I can get rid of these guys with the typical strategy of getting rid of the food, but what I like better is is sticking these guys on the Demon Clown Circus. But I need to increase my lockpicking to get into the toilets are all very clean. Flush one. It's toilet. The flush handle is missing though. These toilets are all very clean. Huzzah! Easy XP. What was I saying? The Butterfield or the Buttermilk Ranch. If I can open the barn, I can get my hands on the skeleton figures. This footlocker is at the foot of the bed, but it's not locked. Needles. I consume a needle. Smelling salts. Gives you one additional action point which used in combat. Ooh, that's good for me. The lock on this footlocker has rusted away to nothing. Ooh, artillery saber. Okay, that's pretty good. In the army, in its infinite wisdom, apparently decided that every soldier needed a sword, even the ones who were only good at using guns. This footlocker is still locked. Pick the lock. Pick the lock, revealing the footlocker to be full of human bones. I don't even want to know. Silver bullets. Cows and other demonic creatures. But my silvered weapons don't do extra damage. Shelves filled with the skeleton's army's food supply. Cured rotten eggs. Lye-treated tongues. Jellied mildew. My stomach is still full. My spleen has some room in it, but there's nothing that I really want to use. This trash can smells terrible. Dig through it. Oh good, a disgusting old hat. Old patrol hat. This style of cap the army used to issue soldiers, but doesn't anymore. Some decades hence it will be lost to history and then reinvented from scratch. Somebody left their knapsack behind. Look inside. Wait, what's this? A note? Yes, it's a note. Cryptic note about ley lines. This is a note from the Necromancer to one of his cultist flunkies. Interesting. There's also an evil-looking leather brown tome. Ooh, yeah, let's read that one. The last thing is a little diary, which you decide to leave in there in case the owner comes looking for it. It seems to have been written by one of the Necromancer's cultists. He and several others were reanimating the dead soldiers here, on the theory that the best undead army would be a literal undead army. The hitch in the plan came when they raised the officers, who decided they weren't going to take orders from a bunch of weirdo civilians. The last entry suggests the author and his cohorts were planning on abandoning their station and reporting back to the Necromancer, but the entry ends abruptly in the middle of a sentence. So they died? There's no name on the stone. Oh, these are graves for all the necromancers, cultists. There's a patch of pepperoni mold growing out of this grave. Raised skeletal body. This book contains basic rituals and incantation of Nex-Mex, enough to get a single skeleton up and moving around at least. This seems like it's probably pretty dangerous. Are you sure you want to read it? Are you certain? The dark arts are no laughing matter. This can really mess you up. I said, read it, I said. Raised skeletal body. The words crawl off the page and into your eyes like worms. The words burrow into your bones and then whisper stuff to you about cool things you can do with other people's bones. You gotta rate. Perk. Raise skeletal body. You can ensorcel skeleton bones and then use them to summon skeletons to protect you in combat. Examine skeleton bones in your inventory to enchant them. As you turn over the last page, the book vanishes in a puff of smoke. You don't feel so well. Your hair instantly loses all of its color. That actually sounds like it looks probably pretty cool. -3 Moxie. That's not great, but whatever. I don't have any accessories right now that can increase my Moxie, but I do have the fancy knife. It is going to make me weaker to getting shot, and all of these guys have guns, so let's not do that right now. You examine the weird note, but you can't make heads or tails of it. You stick it into your Necromancer journal for now. I should check that out. The robe receipt you found has I let you determine that the Necromancer's lair is west of the mountains. You found that note about ley lines, but you don't really know what they are. You need to find someone to help you, someone smart, or somebody who know a lot about magic. And I know who that is. But if I go and ask him right now, he's going to ask me about... Howdy there, I'm wandering Sally. Howdy, Sally, I'm Toa. What's your line? Trading. I wander all around these lands, just like it says on the label, and I buy a little here and sell a little there to make my way. Care to see the wares? Sure thing. I hope they have a safe cracking book. Nope, no safe cracking book. Ooh, a lock though. I don't have one of those, and I need one of those. I think that's the last thing I needed, actually. And I'll buy an apple for my horse, and a carrot for my horse, and a fungicide bomb for any skeletons. These are better than the boots I have right now. A lucky marigold. Ooh. So what do I have on the lapel right now? I can't even remember. I already have enough of these. I have one of these. I don't have enough to buy that. I'm not going to use that. Not going to use that. In which case, I'm probably not going to use the venom bladder either. I don't think I'm going to eat that. And I guess I'm not going to eat that either. Which still isn't enough for the work boots, but whatever. Well, if it ain't old Wandering Sally. Been quite a while since I saw her last. She's a trader. She's a trader, I guess? Yeah, but she don't keep any particular route. She ain't been out to Boring Springs way in quite... Ah, she ain't been out Boring Springs way in quite a time. I see. Ghostly translucent bandit on a ghostly translucent horse rides up and points his ghostly translucent rifle at you, demanding all your ghostly translucent valuables. I mean, he doesn't actually specify that your valuables should be ghostly and translucent, but it doesn't seem like you have any use for regular ones. Oh, he's immune to spooky. Makes sense, he's a ghost. He's got high mysticality, so he'll resist most of this stuff. Ooh, but I might be able to kill him with a single swing of my knife. And I did. You showed that bandit you aren't afraid of any ghostly translucent jerks. Ooh, this cowboy hat will increase my mysticality even more than the one I'm wearing right now. You got a fair bit of ectoplasm. Heh. You're not sure what part of the ghost this is. Probably better not to think about it. Excuse me. Oh, where that came from. So that's +3, and this is a +4. I look so weird wearing it though. But it's cool. You gotta admit that it's cool. This will increase my moxie to make up for what I lost when I lost all my hair color, even though I think having white hair would make me look more cool. But apparently the sensibilities back then are a little bit different. Never was much for city living. Too crowded and noisy. Oh, right. Puku whinnies as you approach. Give her an apple. The apple disappears somehow, and she nuzzles you gratefully. It just disappears. Yeah, she's a ghost. How is she? I've got a lot of ghost stuff going on right now. Give her a carrot. The carrot fades out of existence and she gives you a thankful nay. So how do I ensorcel these bones? You carve some writhing glyphs onto the bone with your penknife and hiss black words into them. The bone shivers, eager to please. You got an ensorcelled skeleton bone. You got too many ensorcelled bones already. You're starting to lose track of all the damn souls inside of them. Oh my goodness. Am I a bad person? Does Dartwater Mercantile have anything for me? Nope. Although I can sell them this. The House in the Desert Gang. I should have everything I need here to deal with it without having to fight anybody. As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are holed up, you hear a voice from inside say, "What was that? Uh-oh. Looks like you're going to have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky is my middle name." Wait, really? Yes, Sneaky is my middle name. Okay, if you say so. Toa Sneaky Z. No stupid walking right now. Looks like these fellas hold up tight. Unless you want to fight on your hands, you'll have to go in real quiet like. I hate going slow, so I jump. From the sound of it, you'd say this doghouse contains an angry dog. This house contains an angry dog, I say. Very funny. You're not going to be able to get past it without luring the gang inside the house. Bring 'em on. Give the dog a bone. With a knick-knack paddywhack, you achieve your aim. The dog begins contentedly gnawing the human femur. Good for him. It gave him a taste for human flesh, though he probably already had one. M. McCready, 1846 to 1887, stuck to his guns. So right now this is 1895, right? So he's been dead for eight years. The hinges on this gate are really rusty. If you open it, the bandits inside are definitely going to hear. Oil the hinges. You use the last of the oil in the can on the rusty hinges. The gate swings open easily and silently. Nice. You creep up on the door. You hear the gang inside. You notice that the door jamb is busted, probably from being kicked in. There's a crude hasp made of bent nails on the door. Looks like the bandits have just been locking it with a padlock from the outside when they leave. Lock them in. You quietly lock the door from the inside. You definitely got the upper hand at this point. What's your next move? Arrest them. Travel back to Dirtwater. Okay, fellas, the jig is up. The muffled voice says, "The law! Get 'em, boys!" And then, "Tarnation, we're locked in." You hear a chorus's defeated sighs. Toss out your weapons. Toss out your weapons and I won't arrest you. You hear his quiet but heated discussion inside. Eventually a voice says, "All right," and some pistols fall out the window. Bandit pistol, Desert Gang stinks gun. It's not as good as the gun I have. It does increase my moxie though. I wonder how much more damage it would do if I gave it some silver plating treatment. Just kidding, I'm still going to arrest you. Aw, dang it. You round up the gang and haul them back to Dirtwater. That's the House in the Desert Gang, all right. All except for the house, that is. Did it get away? What? Was I supposed to... No, I'm just messing with you. Here's your reward. How'd you arrest it? I mean, I do have enough money to plate the Desert Gang's, 6-gun. I can sell one of the bandit pistols. I do like collecting guns. Just wanted to say hi. Hi. Well, getting back to work. Another wanted poster. Lots of criminals around these parts. The Black Hat Bandits for horse theft and the selling of counterfeit glue. Counterfeit glue? So is it not real glue? If they stole horses and then made it into glue. Well, if it's counterfeit glue, then maybe they didn't have to kill the horses. I choose to believe that no horses were harmed in the making of this glue. No good can come of criminals with access to hat-making machinery. Would you like to investigate? Yes, indeed. You mark the location of millinery on your map and spend some time saying millinery over and over. You discover a new map location. The old millinery. 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 It's a good word. Okay, so I don't have one of these, but I need more money to get it. She doesn't have anything else I need, though. Oh, right, I have to take out the recycling tonight. Sorry. Thoughts that pop into my head in the middle of streaming. The notification will still be on my phone when I've finished streaming. So, silver plater. And if I just so happen to run into any Vibrato technology, I don't have enough mysticality. Off the trail shoulder, you see some ancient petroglyphs carved into a rock. Ignore them. Easy come, easy go. So it's only one less damage. But it increases my moxie, so that's better. It's a fancy 6 gun. You might even go as far as to rate it a 7 gun. Ah, so that's how you increase your moxie. Because it's a pretty fancy gun. Lazy A Dude Ranch. There's a dusty wooden crate lying near the trail, and it turns out to be half full of old dynamite. That's probably not something that should just be lying out in the sun like that. Take it. You carefully pick out the freshest looking sticks and get away from the rest as quickly as possible. Speak softly and carry a loud stick. Examine it. You examine the dynamite. It occurs to you that if you had, 52 of these, you could probably crate them up for the railroad company. Oh, I can collect 52 individual pieces of dynamite. That's excellent. It's your partner. Ugh, wannabes. Farm posiers? Yeah, they're the worst. Nice yurts, though. There's a haystack. Looks like somebody's been washing ferrets in this thing. Yuck. So basically, there's a bunch of hair in the bathtub. Gross. An old burned crate. Guess it came with the property. Kick it open. Got a length of the rope and a handful of nails. The stuff inside is unburnt. That's a pretty good crate. Hey, howdy. I'm selling herbal remedies. Care to buy? What kind of herbal remedies? The kind that are gifted to us by Guy without any interference with human hands. So, weeds? That's a derogatory term created by the man, but yeah, basically. No, I'm not wasting my money. The herbs you get can't actually do anything. That's a pretty cool hat. Howdy. Hey, yeah. Howdy, man. What's happening? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Oh, not much, man. We moved on to this little patch of land to grow crops, but then we decided it's more natural just to let Gaia grow whatever she wants, right? I bet that's a lot easier, too. Haha, right on, man. Neat. Where'd you get that hat? Oh, this? A friend of mine made it. Man, I forget which one. What'll you take for it? Well, I have been thinking of trying a new style, man. Like, maybe one of those hats the armor guys used to wear back in the day. Like, as kind of an ironic statement, man. There's an old fort over yonder that away. I'll swap you if you can find one of those, man. Like this one, you mean? Trade for old patrol cap. Nice, man. Barter is like commerce, man, except natural. Can you dig it? This hat is more like a sack woven from red, gold, and green wool. It's like something out of a dream. It increased my muscle quite a bit, though. Yeah, groovy. Hey, like, howdy, man. Howdy again. Manure. A huge supply of unused fertilizer. Garden. With quotation marks. Because they don't actually work in it. Howdy, I'm Toa. I'm Louise. Louise Lathrop. Why the long face, Louise? Aw, geez. Basically because I'm stuck here farming with a couple of dummies who don't know how to farm a damn thing. So they just let the weeds grow and call it natural. I'm so sick of eating dandelions I could scream. Why don't you leave? I haven't got any meat, or any other prospects, or anywhere to go. I mean, dandelions are terrible, but they're better than eating dirt. This is such a mess. How'd you get in this predicament? I headed west after graduating baking school and fell in with these two because they were talking about a big game about natural grains. Fool that I was, I didn't realize all they were really interested in was getting silly on loco weed and not doing any work. So you're looking for work? Gosh, yes, desperately. The only trade I know is baking, though. Do you know somewhere that's hiring a baker? Heck, even unpaid would be better than this if it comes with room and board. I just want to get out of here. I don't, sorry. Shucks. Well, if you hear anything, please let me know. Noted. I can't really do much at the circus right now because I don't have high enough skills. How much XP do I have right now? Yeah, I'm saving up till 40. I don't need to do any fighting in here, though. You rein in your horse. I don't have enough outfoxing. Upon hearing a rattle of bones and clanking of chains nearby, with a hiss, a skeletal figure scuttles toward you. It's a little confusing to look at. Instead of a skull, it has another smaller skeleton growing out of the top of its spine. It also has a manacle locked around one of its ankles, trailing a length of broken chain. Looks like it escaped from somewhere. Fight it. Them? Oh, so these were created in like some mad experiments or something. A deformed skeleton. Or maybe they were from, oh, given where I'm at, they might have been part of Barnaby Bob's traveling circus sideshow. Alright, so they got high mysticality, 12 spooky damage, 12 hot damage, 15, 21. I think they're probably going to just try and punch me. And if my melee weapon does the most damage... I mean, I could try sicking another skeleton on them. But we'll see where this gets us. Oh, it does do spooky damage. Interesting. Well, it's dead now. You won, kind of. You won, twice, kind of. You got an item. Weirdly deformed bone. This couldn't have been comfortable. This item goes on your lapel. This smells like some kind of trick. Better keep your eyes peeled. Yeah. No entry into the bar. A guy shouts, "Visiting hours are over," and runs over to stop you. No entry. Guy shouts, "Bar's closed for piano repair." Wait, I didn't get to read the whole thing. So he won't let me into any of the buildings and runs over to stop you. Something's kind of funny. It looks like they just got boards here and then painted on the non-fake horse cells. Eek! And she just runs away whenever I approach her. Leave me alone. Non-fake horse cells. A guy shouts, "The hostler's on vacation right now," and runs over to stop you. Genuine TNT and sandwiches. The guy shouts, "That place is condemned. It's not safe to go in there." Well, I mean, I guess if it's got TNT in it. And runs over to stop you. Town hall for an actual town. Leave me alone. Don't go in there. That house is haunted. The bandit looks distraught. What's the matter, buddy? I lost my belt buckle. Did you look near the bar? Did you look near the jail? Did you look near the hostlers? Did you look near the sandwich shop? Good luck with that. So one of them runs away from me whenever I get close. Um, one of them goes to stop me from entering any place I get close to, and one of them will go wherever I tell him to look. I've already solved this puzzle, but let's see if you can figure it out yourself. You ducked in the outhouse to plan your next move. While you're pondering, you notice something weird. This outhouse has a back door. Leave through the back door. And apparently the music plays backwards while you're in the behind here. So this is a sandwich shop. If you push the plunger, it'll explode. And if you get everybody there, then it'll blow everybody up. Alternatively, this is the jail. This is the back of the jail. Turns out it's just flat plywood, like a theatrical set. The ropes that are holding this thing up don't look very strong. You'll probably knock it over, but you should probably hold off until just the right moment. Do I have a tool that can cut the rope, though? Rolling like a tumbleweed. I think because I didn't pick Ruthless, I can't blow them up. But I can still try. Do you look near the sandwich shop? Oh, good idea. I'll look there. That place is condemned. It's not safe to go in there. Right, this is the bar. Eek! Yikes! If you think I'm scary, wait till you see the explosion. This doesn't seem safe at all, so it won't let me blow them up because I'm not ruthless. Good to know. Do you look near the jail? Oh, good idea. I'll look there. Visiting hours are over. Yikes! Alright, so now they're all in front of the jail. It's gonna be ironic because I'm gonna drop a jail on them and then take them to jail. The fake jail collapses on them and then they go to the real jail. Cut the ropes. This crash. The fake building falls over on the real bandits. And we're crab walking now. I need a hat that boosts my moxie. Why is my muscle so high? Besides the hat. This boosts everything. This boosts moxie. This boosts moxie. Oh right, I think I ate. It's because of the grits. That makes sense. My mysticality should be higher than my muscle. given who I am. The gang is knocked out. You can arrest them now if you want. Travel to Dirtwater. Say, that's the Potemkin gang. How'd you get them? Pushed a jail over on him. What? Never mind. All in a day's work. Now I have enough money to plate my hat. Or get the hammer from Buttonwillow's store. Off to one side of the trail, you see a covered wagon and a small family of setters who look upset. You folks okay? We're on our way to Dirtwater, but our wagon broke down on us. That's rough. You're liable to get attacked by bandits out here, or snakes, or coyotes, or ghosts, or other things that basically live exclusively on stranded travelers. That must be you. Isn't there something you can do to help us? Ask Susie to fix the wagon. Susie, you know about wagons and stuff. Think you can fix this? Reckon? Susie crawls under the wagon, pokes around for a moment, then reappears and chucks a dead rat over her shoulder. Rat in your carburetor. She'll be fine now. I'm sorry, the covered wagon has a carburetor? I feel like we've been over this before. So now I can use the nails to make crates. Where do I want to go? How much? Oh, I have enough experience for lockpicking now. I can buff my musicality, but the gumption will increase my AP, which is what I need. And that's all my XP I had to spend, so that's that. Anything I'm forgetting? Pokemon Dirtwater, Professor, Millenary Bandits. The Millenary Bandits doesn't involve fighting anybody, so we can do that. Ooh, Wandering Sally again. I don't have a whole lot here. I'm probably never going to use this weirdly deformed bone. The damage increasing items aren't as good as the stat increasing items. Generally. Kill a whole lot of goblins at once, but it takes a while. The instructions on the say, put near side of fungal infestation, light fuse, do not breathe. I wonder how long you're supposed to not breathe for. Oh right, I forgot to take, I could take that to Elmsbury. Oh, and she's got her blank postcard. And another carrot for my horse. And I can finally buy the work boots. And I think that's good. I can't really buy anything else other than needle, but why would I buy needles when I can make them? So these are better than the boots I have on. I still don't have pants. Did I mention I don't have pants? Wandering in the desert without any pants on. Because, you know, that's safe. What happened? Dang horse threw a rod and I fell off. Think I busted one of my dancing arms. Give him a ride to Dirtwater. You help the guy back onto the back of your horse and give him a lift back to town. Thank you kindly, stranger. I'd say I owe you one, but it seems doubtful we'll ever meet again. Give her a carrot. The carrot fades out of existence, and she gives you a thankful neigh. Any mail for me? Nope. Well, I'd like to send a postcard. You already sent a postcard today. Ain't you heard the Postcard Limitation Act of 1893? No, what's that? Okay, so the government put a restriction on prepaid postcards of one person in per day. Now, why do you think that might be? Well, to reduce the strain on the postal system. Nope, that's what everyone guesses, but that ain't a thing. The wagons still make the trip no matter how many postcards are on board. Less than we're talking so many postcards you need a second wagon, but that ain't likely. So, to restrict the free flow of information, to keep the people from being able to say too much about through the mail, so the left end of the territory don't know what the right end is doing and vice versa. That way they can implement a different rule of law in each area, whatever's most effective to keep them particular folk down. But people can still send letters. Letters. Who's got time to write out a whole letter in this day and age? But they ain't even got to the real big part yet. What's the first two letters in conspiracy, huh? C-O. Oh, jeez. That's right. They're in league with the cows. It's all a plot to keep us docile so as they can deliver us up to these hell cows they summoned. You think the government deliberately summoned the cows. There's proof. The plan was referred to in a rider attached to a Senate farm bill that was passed 11 years ago. And when did the cows come home? That's right, 11 years. There's no way a Senate bill says, let's summon cows from hell on it. No, not in such obvious words, you're correct. It's all in code and dog whistles like. Go look it up for yourself. Okay, even if I wanted to do that, Capital City isn't even the territory. It's hundreds of miles away. Uh-huh. And you think that's a coincidence? A CO coincidence? Okay, well, that's very interesting. Bye now. He's crazy. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. A greenish, human-shaped cloud of white smoke wafts toward you, moaning and whispering. Given the smell, you guess that someone ate way too much Limburger cheese, and they burped so hard they blasted out their soul. Fight it. A smelly ghost. An odorgeist. And they've got mysticality, so there's no point in putting up any... And they're immune to spooky damage. There's no point in putting up any armor. Let's see how well these guys do. You're a little skeletal buddy. They only do a 1 damage, so they're not very good. At least they can probably take damage. I can't get shot while they're in my front row, so that's good. But I'm gonna need some more bones. You walk into the millinery and find 5 bandits lounging around on big piles of half-made hats. It's the law! Skedaddle! The bandits scatter like cockroaches, each shutting themselves behind a different door. Guess you'll have to wrangle them individually. Fine. Is this where they're hiding? Gee, I wonder. Brims. What part of the hat is the brim? Dents. Okay, well this is a little harder because they're all look identical. I can't hear anything from any of them either. So is this the one that starts moving after a while? Oh, that one moved. This is a bandit that you caught. What have we got here? An old hat shop? Yeah, funny place for a bandit hideout. Literally all hat and no cattle. I've never heard that. Have I heard that expression before? I don't know what it means. And this hat looks different than all the other hats. You already caught the bandit in that room. Oh, one of them is sleeping. How do you fall asleep so quickly? Especially with me shooting in all the other rooms. And now this one, it's impossible to find without using what's out here. Office. The door is very locked. Pick the lock. You pick the lock. The remaining bandits will corner you if you go in there now. Better take care of them first. This is apparently the demo model for a player piano showroom. It's only got 3 songs in it. They're all children's versions of traditional songs that are in the recently invented public domain, and they're all set up to play just the first few seconds on loop. The people who worked here must have hated it. What song do you want to set the dial to? Yellow Rose of public domain. My old public domain house. Public domain show. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? That's. I'm hoping it's public domain. It says it's public domain. So, is that whistling you hear? Apparently, he likes that song. You found all 5 bandits. Deal with them. Turn them in. If I were ruthless, I could just shoot them all right there. Where'd you find them? That old millinery? Yep. Of course. You know, bandits would be a lot harder to find if they didn't keep picking such thematic hideouts for some reason. Anyway, here's your reward. So, I haven't done much, I mean, I have fought a couple of ghosts and skeletons, so I guess that's enough, uh, exercising today. Anyways, I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna be signing off. So, I am Toho Twilight Z, of course. That's Toho of Z on Twitch, Toho of Twilight on Twitter, and Toho of Z, Twilight Z Kai on the YouTubes. So if you give me a follow on Twitch, then it'll help me get to affiliate faster. Um, I have gotten I got a new job, but I won't be starting for another week or two, so I'm a little strapped for cash. Uh, and I need to get affiliate to make like to do all the bit junk and stuff and give back to people who donate. But until that moment, I have a tip jar on my Twitch channel. Uh, and everything I'm making is going to be going to the my getting a capture card for Nintendo Wii and Nintendo Switch. Well, not everything. Probably half of it is probably going to be going to like paying the bills that I am too broke to pay right now. Um, but half of it is also going to go to this, and that's built into like the counter at the bottom of the screen there. And of course, following me will get you notified when I go live. And then on Twitch or on Twitter is where I post about any schedule changes. I should probably throw up a new schedule. But currently, my next plan, uh, I'm probably not going to be streaming on this Friday. I've got a doctor's appointment during the day and I want to play some Magic the Gathering at my local game store that night. But so my next stream is probably going to be on Saturday. Probably could do either some Showdown or some Skyrim. And then if you want to see any VODs, such as from the last couple times I played this game, West of Loathing, the start of that, I don't think the VOD is up on Twitch anymore. You can find that on my YouTube, so check that out there. Thanks everybody for watching.